guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back. This video is about the last week of the Wax Community Wax Collab Melting Challenge, Low Buy Challenge, which isn't really low buy at this point for a lot of us. The theme this week was Loaves, Loave Week. So I'm going to talk about all the ones I used, what I partially used, and all the good stuff about this. So I'm going to just dump these out on the floor. It's easier. And I have a couple of items. Darn, I left one up there. I'll talk about that next week. It's just a couple soaps I finished, but no big deal. Okay, I have a couple of items in here that aren't necessarily loaves, but I wanted to finish them up just because they were downstairs in my kitchen wax drawer. So I will talk about those too. All right, let me just grab one here and go. Okay, this first one is L3, 8 Crazy Nights. This was a mini loaf, and I loved this one. This is blackberry jelly, fried dough, and a hint of campfire smoke. And this is blackberry jelly dominant with dough and like a, not necessarily funnel cake, but it is a dough and a little bit of grease, but not bad grease. And I know I described it that way when I did my preview video last week of this, what I would be melting throughout the week. But this one did not let me down. I wish it was a touch stronger, but this performed well. It wafted throughout my upstairs really nicely. I do like this. I have another loaf of this, actually, another mini loaf. I bought 2 when this was available. And this is a good seller for her. I always see it sell out whenever she pours it. I like this one. That's a good one. Next is Sugar Melts by Stacy. This was a custom of mine. Cotton Candy Winter, Georgia Peach, and Sugar Waffle Cone. This is spectacular. And I will say, I'm not a crazy fan of her wax. She's actually a vendor I'm taking a pause on for a little bit, just because I have a ton of wax, and I have my favorite vendors I keep going back to. And that being said, though, I do like this. So maybe I will unpause her in the future and snag another one of these whenever her customs are open again. This is the Cotton Candy Winter. I haven't smelled it on its own. I've never smelled that oil alone to know what it really is. But if I had to make an educated guess, it would be just the delicious cotton candy sweetness that we all know in cotton candy. The peach and waffle cone are so well blended in this. The peach is #1 to my nose. This is a good peach. The peach is there, and it's got a touch of that warmth from the sugar cone. This lasted all day in my house. This was 8 hours. I put this in from morning till night, and I thought, you know, around the 5-hour mark, sometimes when I change my wax for a lot of warmers in my house, and it wasn't ready, so I let it go to whenever I couldn't smell it anymore, and it was around 8 hours. So this is a good one. I'm so glad that I picked that combination at the time. Actually, when I got that order of customs, 3 of the things had peach in it, and I actually think there's 2 more down here that have peach in it. So we'll just talk about Stacy's right now. This next one, Clean Cotton and Georgia Peach. I love laundry mixed with fruit. Love it. I like apple in laundry, peach in laundry, watermelon in laundry, blueberry in laundry. I just like that combination. And I'm not a crazy person for just straight. I mean, I am a crazy person sometimes. You just gotta ask the right people. I'm kidding. I got my nails done this week, and I told my nail artist about my YouTube channel. I told her in the past, but I was talking about it, and she said, "Do you crack jokes on your channel, Ashley? Because you are hilarious." And I said, I don't know if I crack jokes, but I do laugh at myself, and I do try to make it funny. But I mean, I am funny in my life, so if it comes through, I hope you don't think I'm too big of a dork, even though I I kind of am. But anyways, back to wax. This is so good, so good. I love Clean Cotton. I have another vendor that had a scent out in a pre-order last year that I grabbed, and it was the order right before I got COVID. So by the time it was delivered, I had been infected, and my smell and taste died for a month, so I could not smell it. but when I did smell it, it just was so overwhelmingly beautiful to me. And some of the notes was clean cotton, peach, lavender, and a couple of other things in there. But it blended so well with this laundry scent. So I actually am on a customs list for another vendor coming up that I have quite a few laundry fruit scents on my list. So this is beautifully blended balance of that clean cotton and peach. So if you're looking for some new way to try fruit, try it with laundry. And if you hate it, I'm sorry. I do my best to explain how these scents, what they mean to me and how they smell to me, and notes that are the most dominant to my nose. And I hope if you take any recommendations of mine, or if we have some of the same scent wheelhouse profiles or whatever you want to call it, I hope that you really are enjoying and getting joy from everything that you try. I really am. That's the main thing that wax exists for, is to bring us happiness. So next one is Georgia Peach, Raspberry, and Satsuma. Satsuma being that citrus, orange, tangerine, whatnot. The Satsuma is so dominant because Satsuma is such a strong oil. If I had this to do over again, I think I probably would have picked another citrus, maybe just, I can't remember what oils were available for this, but Satsuma just took over this whole thing. I don't get much peach, I don't get much raspberry. This is just Satsuma, which is okay. I like it, but it's one I'm going to use sparingly because it is such a strong scent. I had to turn this off because it was so strong. Next is, I finished this little loaf of Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Strawberry Cookie Monster, and Graham Cracker from Sugar Melts. And this was good. This was Strawberry Cupcakes at Tiffany's. The strawberry was just there so well to frost over that Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I would buy this scent again. I really enjoyed this one. That was 4 of my 5 customs. I finished one of my customs already earlier this year, or maybe even last year. I don't remember what I did. But anyways, this, I had 2 little pieces left. This was my very first loaf that I ever bought from L3 in March of 21. This is pistachio pudding cake, because you know me and pistachio. Key lime pie, pie crust, and vanilla ice cream. This is pistachio and key lime right in the nose immediately. This is a good scent. And my husband doesn't care for key lime stuff. He thinks it smells like, you know, something that we do as humans that comes up and out without me saying the word. I hate it. It's one of the least things we do as humans that I like. I don't know anybody who does. But he thinks that this key lime has that scent profile. So I'm kind of cautious when I melt and when I buy key lime products. And if I only have a few items in my stash. When he is not home, I might melt it, but I have tested that out and he thinks it lingers also. So when he goes out of town for a few nights, or at least a whole full day and night, I might melt my key lime stuff. But this being said, this doesn't have that stinky profile that he picks up with straight key lime stuff. This has enough of the pie crust in it and the pistachio to tone that key lime down, but I can smell it in there, and it's the good key lime mixed with that pistachio, just that little bit of that strong punchy pistachio with that citrus of key lime. And this is good. I like this. I haven't seen this mixture again, but I haven't been looking for it, but this is a year old almost. So congratulations to me for melting through my very first loaf I ever bought from Jen. Next is, we'll keep with Jen, pumpkin pecan waffles, Palo Santo, sugar cookie royale, and sugared shortbread. And this was a great blend. I have another little mini loaf of this. I bought 2, just like I did. I think I bought this the same time as I did 8 Crazy Nights. I can't remember. This one is nice. It's not pumpkin pecan waffle dominant to my nose, and if you're familiar with that scent, you know how strong it is and how it kind of dominates a lot of blends that it's in my opinion. And this one, I smell that wood of Palo Santo. Not much, though. That hasn't taken over the scent either. I'm smelling the Sugar Cookie Royale and the Sugared Shortbread, honestly, are the two that strike my nose first, followed by the Palo Santo, and then a little bit of that sweetness of the pumpkin pecan waffles. I like this. It's a creamy blend. It's a nice bakery without being too bakery-y. If you know what I mean. This is a nice blend. I'm always up to trying pumpkin pecan waffle or Palo Santo blends, and I'm glad I got that one. That is a good one. Next is Jingle Bells. I don't think I melted this. I think I wanted to, and I went to change, and I forgot I had just changed like an hour ago, and I'm not going to talk about this one because I did not melt that this week. Apologies on that one. Next is Cupcakes at Tiffany's loaf from L3. And this is okay. I've had other vendors that have a little bit of a better oil to me. This was okay. I don't think I would repurchase this on its own, single oil. But that being said, I do like Cupcakes at Tiffany's blended in other items. Buying this single, I wouldn't do it again. It's not my favorite. But if you're a Cupcakes at Tiffany's lover, great. I'm happy you like it alone. I like it mixed with stuff. But this, I'll finish that up. I might even use that to blend with things, honestly. Next is Here's Jenny. This was a loaf I got from a D-stash last year. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, bakery bomb, and pretzel. And this is bakery bomb dominant. If you've ever had any of Jen's bakery bomb, it takes over whatever blend it's in my opinion, to my nose. It's her secret combination of her bakery bomb scent that she puts into, and the ones that I'm thinking of are Pink Mustache, which is pink sugar, pistachio, and bakery bomb, and then Bluebeard, which is blue sugar, pistachio, and bakery bomb. And I love those two. So good. This is pretzel heavy also. So if you're not a pretzel fan, I like this because it's got enough of the pumpkin pecan waffles in it to take away that pretzel of L3. I don't think I care for her pretzel that much, the oil, but in this blend and in other blends that pretzel's been in, I can handle it. But just to buy her Trig Tarts or a blend that's just straight pretzel, plain, I've only seen it in Trig Tarts, to blend with. I don't think I would like the pretzel alone, but if you are one, great, you would like this because I can definitely smell the pretzel in this. It is absolutely a player in there. I have a couple of empties here. This is Warp Zone. This was in my kitchen. I finished this. I know it's not a loaf, but this was from Rose Girls Mario Melters. This is Monster Cookie, Fluff Puffs, Peppermint, and Vanilla Crunch Donuts. I love this. I wish it was a hair stronger, but I'd like this. It is so pepperminty and creamy, and that Monster Cookie Fluff Puffs just it's so good. I love this. I should have bought this but see, it was my very first Mario order, and I didn't want to buy something that I didn't like because there's no guarantee of a D-stash, So I didn't want to buy that, but if she offers this coming year again, I will definitely buy Warp Zone and a half pie if she offers half pies. This was a great scent for me. I really enjoyed it. And this is Glitterati's, a little mini loaf of strawberry pound cake and toasted marshmallow. Now, I think when Janine did her mystery box sign-up list for this year, I don't think you're getting the 6 cent shots, the 6 chunks, and the mini loaf anymore. I think you're just getting straight 12 chunks, which is okay. This was a mini loaf, and I actually have one down in my storage. I'm in my dressing room, wax storage room right now. It's cooler in here. It's warmer in my bedroom today, so it's about 60 out. It's kind of warmish. So, the mini loaf, it's about this long if you've ever had it before. I like the size. Anyways, this was strawberry pound cake marshmallow. And I like strawberry pound cake blended with things. It's kind of like Cupcakes at Tiffany's. I'm not crazy for it alone. But this oil that she has is magnificent. It's so good. It's so strawberry. It's strawberry, and the bakery is an afterthought. I love it. It's so good. I finished this loaf up. I wanted to finish that up because that was the very first loaf I ever got. I won Glitterati about a year ago. January was a year. I won my very first newbies box with Janine, and that was my very first loaf I got. So finally, last loaf is Destination Wax Orange Fruit Loops. I'm getting a little tongue twisted. I melted this primarily in my kitchen. My husband loves Fruit Loops, and he works from home downstairs, and I work upstairs because I have protected health information I deal with, so I have to work with my door closed and such because I work in healthcare. He's a little bit more open downstairs, so I melt this where he is because he loves Fruit Loops. This is such a good scent. It is Fruit Loops cereal with extra orange hoops, and this is Fruit Loops with a little bit of extra orange, but it's so good. I like this. This is such a good scent. I love the texture of her wax. Rebecca's wax is so soft. It cuts like butter. I love it. She's actually taking March off for her opening at the beginning of the month. So if you want to check this out, she'll be open again in April. I think that's what I've seen. Give this a try if you haven't tried it. It's really good Fruit Loop blend. So that's all of the loaves I got through this week, and I'm going to be uploading this coming week's theme, which is pink, red, and white colored for Valentine's week. And I'm going to be doing that video next, so if you're interested in that, watch for that one. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great week, and talk to you soon.